I got your message the other day, and Kamikaze. I told her to order some more books, so hopefully they'll be here. I'd say probably sometime by the end of next week. And when they
Okay.
get here, I'll send you some more out to you. So yeah, man, I appreciate that for sure.
Yeah.
And then what was the other guy's name again?
Matt.
Yeah.
Matt.
Hey, Marty.
And
Yeah.
Matt, you are a real estate agent. Where again?
In Chico, California.
Can you see it?
Okay. Uh,
I'm trying to get this. Yeah.
you're good. There we go. Well, not kinda. Little bit more.
Whoop, yeah, there we go.
Actually, why don't you just sit behind me?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Scoot this around.
All right. So
And this is going to be my 37th Buzz podcast. I just started this here recently, and the Buzz Formula podcast. And we're just going to talk basically a little bit about real estate out in California, and as far as like with the Buzz, how much have you done out there with it? And I know you said you've kind of took some time off, and now you're kind of getting it revamped again. So let's talk about the market first of all. Is the market going pretty good out there? You guys closing plenty of transactions?
yeah, it's well, inventory. We don't have any inventory. How many? How many? You know?
Our inventory should be around 300 right now, and it's around 120. So our inventory, real estate inventory, is way down, but things are still moving, and buyers are still wanting to buy.
Yeah. And everything's moving really slow because of COVID and all the fires we had out here. So a typical refi, used to take 30 days. Now it's taking anywhere from 90 to 120 days to close. Mortgage purchases are, 45 days. So I've got 16 lock loans right now, and they're kind of just moving really slow. So I thought, well, this will give me some time to start developing some buzz leads. And I dropped in my thing in Buzz yesterday, and I've gotten about 53 people that I've been communicating with, messaging back and forth. So,
Awesome. So
yeah,
so you say you made a post yesterday, and off that
yeah,
post you got 53 different people.
yeah, about 53 or so.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's good. And then I'm posting in my group again. So I'm going to start trying to post every day on that and start moving people over. What I want to know is how I need to start training a bunch of realtors with this thing. So that's kind of where I'd like to go. Help Matt, help the people that I'm going to be dealing with here in the next week or so.
Well, the great thing one of the great things that I do for everybody that's a Buzz team member, and obviously Tim, you're a Buzz team member, is anybody that you want to get involved in the posting, in the messaging, knowing what to post, how to use text replacement. I offer that free to anybody that he wants to learn how to do that. Now, there's a whole different ball game though than just that right there. I built these classrooms, and I'm going to show you guys some stuff here in a second. But I built these classrooms to teach people how to use these Facebook groups and the messenger groups and the Buzz formula pretty much at their own speed. Because everybody's got different things going on in life, especially with this craziness we've had this year. All these different things happening. But I will say it's not slowed me down any. It's not slowed Southwest Funding down any. And as far as inventory goes, there's plenty of inventory out there. I'll teach you how to get out in these Facebook groups and find that inventory. And I'm going to show you some stuff here in a second. I don't know, my computer screen's flashing a little bit here, but that's that's one way to look at it is, yeah, I know things that we are essential. That's a good thing. we're essential to the world because people need to buy houses, people need to refinance. And what I've learned how to do with this Buzz formula, that's what I was getting ready to say a minute ago. There's a big difference than Tim saying, okay, I'm gonna hook you up, Marty, because I'm a Buzz team member. He's gonna let you have classroom number 1 and 2 for free, and that teaches you, like I said, how to join some groups, how to use text replacement. It teaches you our best post. We've got a post that we've come up with that has got over 1,000 comments on it multiple times just off one post. And I don't care who you are in this world, according to my Wartburg math, if you can make one post out there and get 1,000 comments on it, you could almost not be good at whatever business you're in and still close deals. Still find some people out of all those people, because you got to learn how to help people. So when you become a Buzz team member, you get access to those 2 classrooms The first one teaches you how to join the Facebook groups, how to post, what to post, how to message people. The second one teaches you how to create these messenger groups and what we call the buzz loop. And the buzz loop really has changed the game for real estate agents because I am a former realtor. I was a realtor in the mid 90s. They're teaching realtors to do the same thing they taught my dumb butt to do back in the mid 90s. Get up there and door knock, do some open houses, go to some home shows. By the time you got in your car to go anywhere, I'd have 10 applications in the door. By the time you woke up tomorrow morning, I could literally have over 100 people say, I want to sell my house. I mean, it's crazy what we have discovered out of these Facebook groups. But I also built 8 more classrooms. The third one teaches you how to build a holding pond, what we call a personal branding group. The fourth one is what the buzz formula. It's basically the last 6.5 years of everything we've learned all together in one classroom, how to stay out of Facebook jail, messenger timeout. And remember, everything we teach you is 100% mobile. It's on the phone. The fifth classroom teaches you how to convert. So a lot of real estate agents, it's not a matter of now. I can, and I've seen it with loan officers too. Like I said, I used to be a realtor in the mid 90s, and I've been on the loan officer side and still a branch manager for Southwest Funding. And I've been on the loan officer side since 2004. But it's, you could throw 1,000 clients at some of my loan officers, but they're not going to close as many as some of the other loan officers would because of the knowledge, taking the time to learn the business. And so I realized that, first of all, one of the biggest complaints that realtors had with loan originators was communication, bad communication. This buzz loop in these messenger groups and using the cartoon houses has really eliminated that problem. And then now it's a matter of, okay, the realtors need to learn a little bit about the loan side so they can convert more. They know how to roll the closing costs and they start understanding what the closing costs even means. Stuff that I didn't know when I was a realtor, you know. And then we built another classroom, number 6, to have all my updates in it. So I do a lot of unlisted YouTube videos of different updates that I see pretty much on a daily or at least weekly in these Facebook groups so people can stay on top of all the new features and all that goody good stuff because we go to different levels of these Facebook groups. Number 7 teaches you how to grow. So if you're a broker and you want to grow, I went from one small branch here in Knoxville to now we have eight satellite branches out there. And we went from closing right around a couple million a month to now we're closing 6 or 7 million a month. You know, one of my branch managers, he made over 40 something thousand in 1 month in August. And in the month before that, he made right around 20,000. He backed August up with about another $15,000 a month. And this guy he's personally responsible for helping 2 agents be like number 1 and number 2 out of hundreds of agents out in South Carolina. Thanks to, now he started off with doing a lot of the posting, but then all of a sudden what happened, the relationship started getting built. If you're good at what you do and you take it serious and understand this is a career, all of a sudden these relationships start getting built, because you want to help people and you want to show them, hey, Tim wants to show you I'm the best. I can get your loans closed. You send them to me. They got a 520 credit score. I don't care. I'll get the tire pump out, pump it up, and we'll get this loan closed. But then I built a classroom number 8, and it teaches you everything about buying Facebook groups and how to leverage yourself. So, like, for example, I've got Facebook groups in 30-something states, almost 3 million people. All these stickers on this thing here is different Facebook groups we got everywhere. And including going to the United States, like I said, probably about 3 million people alone just in that area. And that's ones I have full control over. So I can slap any picture on top of that group cover photo, and it works just like a billboard would out there on the interstate, but better because these groups are getting 30,000, 40,000 transactions every month coming in back and forth, people commenting, people liking it, people whatever. We just learned how to use the Facebook groups to avoid using any kind of paid ads. And the paid ads I was doing was calling leads, Linden Tree leads, Lower Mobile leads, tried radio, didn't like that at all. Then all of a sudden stumbled across this Facebook group one day. Next thing you know, here comes the endless applications. I was getting like 3 or 4 applications a day. Kamikaze Christie, I met her about 6 months after I found the Facebook groups, and she saw what I was doing, started watching me. She's about 10 times smarter than I am, but she started looking it up and said, Marty, these phones have what's called text replacement on it. Text replacement will change life. It makes life so much easier, not even for work. I've got them for my kid. Hey, get your butt home. You know, and only have to hit 2 letters and boom, it pops it up. But what she understood and I didn't is that you could put websites in there. You could put your Facebook business page in there, your whatever website you have, or what your all your contact information, and it really does speed up life super quick. Number 9 classroom teaches you how to get out there and get moderators to help you run your groups. And number 10 teaches you how to monetize these groups. So that's just the very beginning of what I give people access to when they get signed up. And then all of a sudden, we got these messenger groups we put people in. Tim knows about them. We've got some that, like a notification group where I go live or I'm going to do some Zoom calls. And then we've got a message group that's just you and our buzz staff. So that way you can ask us questions 24/7. But then you also get put into if you're a new real estate agent, you get put into a new real estate agent group that I created that has about 15 or 20 veterans using the buzz all together, be able to answer all these questions for these brand new realtors that I'm meeting that have no clue if they're getting talked to right or not, you know. But that's the basics of the buzz. I teach you everything about the buzz formula. Go ahead.
I just invited my branch manager in. This is Ken. He's really interested in it too.
Yeah. Hey, Ken. What's up? What's up? What's up?
So this is Marty.
Hi, Marty.
He's you know, he's the guy. About this whole thing.
Former realtor, current branch manager for Southwest Funding, and the Facebook guru. Well, not really the Facebook guru, Facebook group guru. You know, I know the groups inside out. I know how to pull endless clients out of them, buyers, sellers. I know how to find endless realtors, endless loan officers. Went from one small branch. It's crazy. I mean, it's just absolutely crazy what this is kind of turning into, you know. And I enjoy it. You know, I love doing this, you know, for sure. And with Tim being a Buzz team member, you both could get access to classroom number 1 and 2, no problem. And that would teach you the basics of getting started. Joining the groups, using your text replacement. But then when you get out there and you start closing some transactions, you want to be a full-time Buzz team member, reach out to me. We'll make that happen. But now let's
Marty,
go ahead.
One of the things Ken was talking about is the other guys in the office want to get involved with this too. And I gave them the books, but they won't read them. And so what we were thinking is maybe we could do a Zoom meeting with everybody in the office, and you could kind of go over a few things and then give them access to 1 and 2, which would show them how to get started.
For sure, without a doubt.
Maybe we could schedule that sometime.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, you let me know whatever time is good for you guys. I'm pretty flexible. Work here from the house, and we'll make it happen with for sure. Now I was going to show you my screen. For some reason, my screen is bouncing around a little bit, but I'm going to show you some stuff anyway. Hold on one second. Let me know if you guys can see my screen okay.
Yeah, we can.
All right.
I say you got that.
So this is a group that I built right here. It's just a Southwest Funding group. It's got my we put on top who's our top branch, our top loan officers for the month. The month before this, Neil had hit 2.5 million. Hey, Kamikaze, can you make sure the plugs in? Just look at the way this kind of glitching a little bit. This mount charger is glitching, so I think it might just have a bad connection.
Why she calls her kamikaze?
Kamikaze, because she's coming hot. she's the brains behind this operation, guys. I can promise you that. I think it was almost right. That might have did it right there. Yep. I think that's gonna do it. Thank you. Appreciate. Hey, she's brains. I told you guys. So I built this group right here. Just it did a little bit more, but just for the it might have been where I moved. It might have been my thing back here, possibly. Yeah. Just where the for our loan officers to be able to communicate with each other. I want a little holding pond, just like I teach people to create these personal branding groups, holding pond for yourself. I want a holding pond for our team, just so I can see all the good stuff, see what's happening. So not only do I have one for my messenger groups, a messenger group with my whole team to communicate, I also have this group right here. So you can see 22 minutes ago, clear to close, hour ago, contract in, hour ago, and trust me, I ain't scripted this by no means. I don't know what's going to happen in here. 255,000 pre-approval. A PAL means a pre-approval letter in my world. Hour ago. 305,000 conventional purchase contract in, and that was 2 hours ago. And keep in mind too, out of this is like all my 8 branches together, and not everybody posts in this group. Some people are shy. They don't want to show all their good. They don't want to brag. You know, I'm the exact opposite. I said, throw it in there and show everybody what's going on. Another contract, docs on the way, contract in, clear to close. That was yesterday. Um, pre-approval letter, clear to close, clear to close. That was the 21st, a couple days ago. Pre-approval letter. So I've got these loan officers, satellite branch managers, all built from these Facebook groups. Almost everybody we've hired come out of these Facebook groups, and took on brand new people too. I didn't care. We've got so much training material, and I'll show some of that here in 1 second. That it's crazy sickening. Another clear to close a few days ago. Docs on the way, and this right here, it would kind of take me a while just to get back to the very first of this month. It's just nonstop right there. Buzz formula, instant response lead.
Yeah, I can tell you, Marty, that just watching Tim send off one message, in 5 minutes, we saw 42 leads come in. So, I mean, yeah, it's crazy. I mean,
absolutely insane what this has done. But see, we've learned a lot. This is not just us finding this the last couple of days, or the last few months. This is us. I discovered these Facebook groups in 2014. And I just started learning them, and I watched them change. I watched them grow, and then it got to a level of. Let me go back to here for a second, and I'll show you. Go to my page if it'll pull it up. It got to a level where I started buying these Facebook groups, and I've got full control over Facebook groups in 30-something states with about 3 million members, and multiple countries too, and all of Europe and Philippines and all kind of crazy places out there. This is crazy. But some of these groups I got one group in Houston that has 80,000 members. There's a group in Florida that I have full control of, 36,000 members. One in Texas, 32,000 members. I mean, just all over the place. 69,000 members in Nashville, Tennessee. So then you're going to a whole different level, because when you go to this level right here, you're able to put somebody's business on top, like a billboard. You're able to monetize these Facebook groups. But look at this one poll I created right here. How much would it take you to become a home seller now or in the spring? And I'm sorry, my computer screen's glitching still. I'm not sure what's wrong with that. But look at that. 92 people said they want to sell their house for more than $400,000. 37 between $300,000 and $400,000. That one poll right there I created didn't cost me a penny, and it'll sit there for years. And it'll sit there and just collect. And what we've noticed is now, especially using the messenger, is these people start coming back, and you start creating all these messages, like you said, 50-something messages. Boom, boom, boom. We had one real estate agent, Michael Hicks, one of our most successful realtors. He has, after about 2 years with us, over 18,000 messages. Insane, to different possible home buyers, sellers. He's had plenty of months where he's closed multiple transactions in 1 month. Just crazy amount. But I've also got this Bakersfield group here, and this is what I was talking about a minute ago. You've got to create. You say there's no inventory out there. Get out there and create the inventory. And that's what I teach realtors and loan originators how to do. But this is in California, and you can see here, created this poll back in April. 9 people said they wanted to sell their house between $400,000 and $600,000. 9 people between $200,000 and $400,000. 7 people between $1 million and $2 million. 3 people over $2 million, and then 3 in between $800,000 and $1 million. So create the inventory. It's there. You got to find it, and that's what I love about these Facebook groups. Is it's allowed realtors like when they said, Marty, get in your car and drive around and look for those little small for sale by owner signs. By the time you get in your car and go look for one of those signs, I could get in these Facebook groups and I could find 100 for sale by owners, just like that. Now, what I teach people how to do is turn those either loan originators or realtors commenting on those houses, give you the right material to comment with. We've got all the posts, all the polls, because you learn over time what works. It took me 4 years or 3 years to start developing these personal branding groups. And that right there really changed the game for us, is learning how to create a group that's alive, grows by itself, and you get to ask 3 questions to all the new members coming on board. Hey, when are you wanting to buy a house in the next 6 or 12 months? What's stopping you from buying a house? Credit, income, or down payment. But then I started teaching this to a lot of other businesses out there because it works for no matter what type of business it'll work for it. And that's why I've got a 2021 or 2022 Shark Tank goal. I just need people like you guys out there saying, "Hey, the buzz works." And I know Tim knows it works because he's seen it.
Yeah.
Marty, I gotta excuse myself.
Oh, you're good. You're
Just to
good.
say hi. Thank you so much for all.
No problem at all, buddy. Now these are the class. Huh?
Yeah, we already having our own.
He's gotta go.
office.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, for sure. We'll definitely all get together on a Zoom. We'll get Tim get that scheduled.
Awesome. Thank you
Make
so
it happen. No problem, guys. And these are the classrooms I built. These classrooms is not really a classroom you got to go to. It's just an app. You may have seen Tim's on his phone. You know, you download on your phone or you can download on your computer. And it kind of walks you step by step through everything we talked about. So now with that being said, let's get back to the real estate part. So I know I did a lot of talking here. Let's talk about the houses out there when they do go under contract in Cali. What part of California are you in again?
We're in Northern California, Chico, which is 2 hours north of Sacramento.
Okay. And so here in Nashville, for example, I'm in Knoxville, but in Nashville, I hear all these crazy stories about you got to actually bid over the price of the appraisal to be able to get these houses sometimes. Now, is that happening out there too?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's price wars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So really, honestly, right now, you guys would definitely consider this a seller's market.
absolutely. Yeah.
As far as the value part, you know, as far as getting the bang for your buck, if I wanted to sell my house right now, now would be the time to do it.
Mm-hmm. Totally. Yeah,
I like it.
it's an intense seller's market. That's for sure.
Now, Tim, how long have you been a loan originator?
8 years.
8 years. And have you found anything out there in the last 8 years that has ever worked better than the buzz so far?
No, actually, it took me a long time. Probably took me 5 or 6 years before I actually started getting regular business. And I'm pretty well known in this town. And I've recently just started, getting a lot of referrals and stuff coming in. But when I did this, earlier in the year when I started with Buzz, I closed 2 loans, and I was on my phone all the time, texting and stuff. And I go, I don't have time to do this, and because I had to chase my loans around. But now we have 2 assistants that take care of all the paper. So now I'm back to my philosophy is I got to start originating, and so now I'm all over the phone. I just started yesterday, as a matter of fact. When I first started this, I got 90 people in my PBG right away, and I just got 3 new ones as of yesterday. And so I can get that, and I'm going to be posting on that all the time. But I want to get these realtors involved because that's the key right there.
Yeah, and I have a lot of realtors and loan originators that work tandem. They work tandem on the individual post. I'd go out there and I'd drop some posts out. I'd say, hey, who wants to work on some posts? I'd have a few realtors say, me. I'd go to the groups that I had them in charge of and a part of, and I'd go drop those posts out there. I'd usually answer the first 1 or 2 people. And then I'd say, oh, I think I just got put in messenger timeout. Can I get some help? And I'd tag that realtor in there. And that realtor would take that post over that only had 2 comments on it. And next thing you know, I'd look at it and have 200 comments on it.
Yeah, there you go.
And they're just sending the applications or sending the client straight to us. And we learn how to weed out who's really serious, who's not serious. And I'm really teaching people because there's too many realtors and there's too many loan officers out there that think credit score is what buys these houses. And they don't understand that these credit scores can be bounced around up and down just by somebody getting a collection deleted, just by somebody paying down a credit card. That is not what buys these houses. It's that repayment ability. It's understanding and being able to prove trade lines. I can prove that I'm a responsible human being. I had a bankruptcy years ago, but I've not had no problems after that. But that's a lot of stuff I like teaching when it comes to the real estate side is if the realtors start learning a little bit about that part and the loan officers start learning a bit about how to talk closing costs and the addendums and helping each other communicate and not always battle. It's your fault. It's your fault. And the loan officers, we're usually at the bottom of that hill where that turd starts rolling down.
I hear that. Who do you call?
And it just eliminated a lot of stress. That's for sure. That's a big part of it, without a doubt. But yeah, man, that's awesome. I'll definitely get you some more books sent out, and then get you rolling as far as get you into the classrooms. Just get Tim to get you link us up to a messenger group, and give me your Gmail, and I'll get Don Marie, my assistant, to get you started in classroom number 1 or 2. Because no matter who you are, if you're in the real estate industry, I'll definitely give out classroom number 1 or 2 if you're connected to a Buzz team member, because I want Tim to be able to create these cartoon houses back and forth with you. Learn how to create this residual income for yourself by creating the blue cartoon houses and finding somebody really good at credit repair. The next thing you know, you start bringing everybody in this mix, and you just create this never ending stream of income.
Hey,
And
where's
you
the,
go ahead.
go ahead.
I was going
I
to
was
say you
gonna
get
say-
to work off that referral, that 25% referral. Don't forget about that too. Us loan officers, we don't get that, Tim. We don't get to work on no referral. We get slapped on the hand if we get more than a $50 gift card or $25 gift card away, I think. Go ahead.
Marty, that was one of the most interesting parts for me reading the book. I mean, all of my businesses come from face-to-face contact for us to this point. Open houses, everything you're talking about, door knocking. I'm at Keller Williams, and it's all the training is still pretty much directed that way. But with COVID, it's been extremely difficult in that regard. But learning about these Facebook groups and leveraging your time that way, and my thing was marketing to people outside the area, but those are all referrals. Like
Right.
yourself. So I can market to people in New York from here and still pull a 25% referral. And
Michael Hicks, Niels Peterson, a bunch of the realtors I could name off. A lot of them are using the Buzz, the Facebook groups, especially to find, because when it comes to that poll I showed you with all those people clicking those, guess what? They're not going to sell and move into a cardboard box. No, they're going to sell and buy another house, and now all of a sudden you got 2 transactions off of it. So even if you're working a referral system, you can squeeze 2 referrals out of it too. Well, we've got a few Buzz team members that are making a great living just off sending referrals. Happy as can be.
Yeah.
it's huge.
Hey, the classrooms, I got them on my phone, but I remember I had them on my laptop at one point, but now I can't figure out what I did with them. Can you send me the link to where those are?
Oh yeah. Just actually, if you just go to your Google Drive, if you just go to your Google and on your computer, and then go to your Drive, and you should be able to go to the classrooms there. And if
Where
that
is my Drive?
it's the 9 dots, the 9 little
Google
squares.
Drive? It's Google Drive.
Yeah, Google Drive.
I'm kind of a ding dong when
Hey, that's okay.
Google Classroom.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then what do I do?
I think if you go up to the top right, maybe you might be able to go to Drive. Yeah.
Drive.
Yeah, and send Dawn Marie, if you can't figure this out, Tim, just send Dawn Marie a message. She is like the greatest assistant ever, and she's always Johnny on the spot when it comes to getting everybody in these classrooms. Because worst case scenario, she's got a list of the codes. And
Right.
the only reason we do it this way is just to kind of keep it protected, so don't get out there to everybody.
Right. I won't. Where? Oh, Google Drive. Yeah, I'm gonna need her help. I had them before, and I probably saved it somewhere, but I don't know where.
Yeah, and she's got a small video she can send you to, if even at worst case scenario. She's awesome when it comes to that.
All
All
right.
right, guys. Well, hey, I'm gonna hop off here. I got another
All right,
call
thanks,
in 20
Marty.
minutes. Thanks
All right.
again. Good to meet you. I'll be sending you some more books out, Tim. I appreciate you. And now, if you got Tim, would you recommend people to sign up for the Buzz Formula?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, I would. And I haven't signed up.
He's gonna get signed up eventually.
That's right. That's right. And hey, I'm a very nice guy, man. So just reach out to me anytime. We'll figure something out. See you
All
guys.
right. Thanks, Marty.
Appreciate
Again, appreciate it.